KASPA Update, 10 times faster and soon with smart contracts. Did you know that KASPA is now 10 times faster than just a few months ago? And that smart contracts are coming soon? But what does this mean for the price, the potential, and of course for you as an investor? In this video, I'll show you what's really behind the recent KASPA hype without any hype. Welcome to 10x by Marius, your channel for honest, data-driven altcoin analysis. Let's start with an overview. What technical breakthroughs does KASPA currently have? What's still to come? KASPA is known for its Layer 1 technology with proof of work, that is, DAG technology. And on May 5th, 2025, there was a real upgrade. That was essentially the Sesquendo hard fork. With that, the block rate was increased from 1 to 10 blocks per second. That's obviously a massive leap, but what does that actually mean in concrete terms? Well, transactions are now effectively 10 times faster. The average block time is just 100 milliseconds, or even less. And the scaling really happens without sacrificing decentralization, which is extremely important. And the whole thing is based on the Ghost DAG protocol and has already been tested on the testnet. A real technical milestone is that KASPA is now among the fastest POW blockchains in the world. Now let's move on to the topic of smart contracts and new use cases. Because what KASPA has planned and the updates they're making, that was just the beginning. On August 31st, the next big feature is launching, smart contracts via Kasplex, which will be a game changer. But first, what is Kasplex? I'll explain it here again in detail. In the end, it's a Layer 2 rollup solution for KASPA with EVM compatibility. This of course means that apps can be built on it DRFI, but also NFTs and everything else becomes possible as a result. The infrastructure for this has already been prepared, namely with the KRC20 tokens in December 2024. It's clear that this will make KASPA much more attractive for developers and investors, and it's a strong step towards Web3 relevance. So what does this mean for the price? How might the market react to this? Technically, KASPA is top-notch, but what about the price in the end? The announcement has, of course, given the price a bit of a boost at first, which is obviously positive. Still, KASPA remains quite volatile. But that also has to do with the overall market and the market capitalization. So what does this tell us about the community? The community is extremely active and reacts quite sensitively to news and speculation because it's growing very quickly. KASPA isn't just growing in terms of code and technology, but also with its community. KASPA also has several meetups in India and exchanges, for example, over Reddit. There's a strong focus on real participation instead of just a marketing show because KASPA is community-based. You can feel here that the community isn't just built on hype, but on substance. But some are also calling for more awareness, meaning, for example, more aggressive branding and increased marketing. Now, of course, the question is, where is KASPA headed in the future? As mentioned, smart contracts are launching at the end of August. In the long term, they want to increase the block rate to 100 BPS, and with more Layer 2 integration, KASPA aims to become the leading proof-of-work blockchain with real DRFI potential, which would be a game changer. But as always, talk is cheap. In the end, what matters is action and actually following through. If smart contracts really deliver on their promises, KASPA could really take off this year. Let's sum up what has happened so far. They had a technical upgrade. As mentioned, the block rate was increased to 10 blocks per second with the Sesquendo update. Now, smart contracts are coming, which means they have more potential for DRFI. The community is growing rapidly and the narrative is extremely important. Basically, it's Bitcoin 2.0. Many people who get into Bitcoin and are new to the market will also come across KASPA and get involved with it. But KASPA has a much lower price and a much lower market cap. So KASPA is really one of those projects you should have on your radar. By the way, if you want to see my full analysis of KASPA, where I also cover different price scenarios that might interest you, I'll link the analysis for you here. I wish you lots of fun and see you in a bit.